CDL Study Guide, Controlling Your Vehicle. To drive a vehicle safely, you must be able to control its speed and direction. Safe operation of a commercial vehicle requires skills in the following areas: accelerating, steering, and shifting gears. Accelerating. Partly engage the clutch before taking your foot off the brake. Use the parking brake to keep from rolling back. Release it only when you have enough power to keep from rolling back. Speed up smoothly and gradually so the vehicle does not jerk. Sudden acceleration can cause mechanical damage. If you are pulling a trailer, sudden acceleration can damage the coupling. Speed up slowly when traction is poor, such as in rain or snow. If you use too much power, the drive wheels spin. If the drive wheels do spin, let up on the accelerator. Steering. Hold the steering wheel firmly with both hands. Your hands should be at 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock position on the steering wheel. Backing safely. Because you cannot see everything behind your vehicle, backing is always dangerous. Avoid backing whenever you can. When you must back, follow these safety rules. Look at your path before you begin backing. Get out of the vehicle and check your clearance to the sides and overhead. Turn on four-way flashers and blow the horn before backing. Back slowly. Use the lowest reverse gear. Back and turn towards the driver's seat. This allows you to see better. You can watch the rear of your vehicle by looking out the side window. Use driver's side backing even if it means going around the block to put your vehicle in this position. The extra safety is worth it. Use a helper. A helper can check your blind spots for you. The helper should stand where he or she has a view of the rear of the truck and where the driver can see the helper. If you lose sight of the helper, stop your truck. He may be in a place of danger. Before you begin backing, agree on hand signals that you both understand. Backing with a trailer. When backing a car, straight truck, or bus, you turn the top of the steering wheel in the direction that you want to go. When backing a trailer, turn the steering wheel in the opposite direction. Once the trailer starts to turn, you must turn the wheel the other way to follow the trailer. When you back a trailer, try to position your vehicle so you can back in a straight line. If you must back on a curved path, back to the driver's side so you can see. Back slowly. Use both mirrors. The mirrors help you see if the trailer is staying on the proper path. Correct the trailer's path by turning the top of the steering wheel in the direction of the drift. And finally, pull forward and make pull-ups to reposition your vehicle as needed. Shifting gears, manual transmissions. The basic method for shifting up. Most heavy vehicles with manual transmissions require double clutching to change gears. This is the basic method. Release the accelerator, push in the clutch, and shift to neutral. Next, release the clutch. Then let the engine and gears slow to the RPM required for the next gear. This takes practice. Push in the clutch and shift to the higher gear, and then release the clutch and press the accelerator at the same time. Shifting gears using double clutching requires practice. If you remain too long in neutral, you may have trouble putting the vehicle into the next gear. Don't try to force it. Return to neutral, release the clutch, and increase the engine speed to match the road speed and try again. There are two ways to know when to shift up. The first one is engine speed, or RPM. Study the manual for your vehicle and learn the operating RPM range. Watch your tachometer and shift up when your engine reaches the top of the range. The next is road speed, or miles per hour rather than revolutions per minute. Learn the speeds that each gear is good for. Then you can use the speedometer to know when to shift up. The basic method for shifting down. Downshifting requires knowing when to shift. Use either the tachometer or the speedometer to decide when to downshift. Take your foot off of the accelerator, push in the clutch, and shift to neutral. then release the clutch. Press the accelerator, and then increase the engine and gear speed to the RPM required in the lower gear. Push in the clutch and shift to the lower gear at the same time. Then release the clutch and press the accelerator at the same time. There are two scenarios where you should always downshift. First, before starting down a hill. Slow down and shift down to a speed that you can control without using the brakes hard. Make sure your gear is low enough. Usually you will use a lower gear than you would use to climb the same hill. Second, before entering a curve. Slow down to a safe speed. Downshift before you enter the curve. This helps you control your vehicle while turning. You can begin to accelerate as you leave the curve, using retarders or the jake brake, whether electrical or hydraulic. Retarders help slow a vehicle so you don't need to use your brakes as much. This reduces brake wear and gives you another way to slow your vehicle. All retarders can be turned on or off by the driver. When turned on, retarders apply their braking power whenever you take your foot completely off the accelerator. They apply braking power only to the drive wheels. If your drive wheels have poor traction, the retarder may cause them to skid. Always turn off the retarder when the road is wet, icy, or covered with snow, especially if the unit is empty or lightly loaded. To be a safe driver, you need to know what's going on all around your vehicle. Looking ahead. Because stopping or changing lanes may take a lot of distance, you must know what the traffic is doing on all sides of you. Expert drivers look far ahead so they will know how much room they have to move. They try to focus their eyes 12 to 15 seconds ahead. In the city, this equals approximately 1 block. On the highway, this equals approximately 1/4 of a mile. When you scan ahead, check for traffic, road conditions, sharp pavement drop-offs, and signs. Also, look for slow-moving vehicles. These vehicles may be marked with a red triangle with an orange center. Be especially careful when driving through work zones. Looking ahead does not mean you aren't paying attention to other things going on around you. Good drivers shift their attention back and forth, near and far. Remember, you're the expert. Anticipate trouble and leave yourself a place to go if a hazard appears suddenly. A hazard is anyone or anything that can cause an unsafe condition. The best drivers are defensive and prepared for hazards. Use your mirrors. Look in your mirrors to track the traffic around you and to check your vehicle. Check your mirrors when you change lanes, turn, or merge. Check your mirrors quickly and return your attention to the road. Use your mirrors to check your tires. If you are carrying open cargo, use the mirrors to check it. Look for loose straps, ropes, or chains. And also watch for a flapping or ballooning tarp. Blind spots are danger areas, which cannot be seen in your mirrors. Therefore, many vehicles have curved mirrors that show a wider area than flat mirrors. Remember, everything in a curved mirror appears smaller than it really is. Objects also seem farther away than they really are. Always make mirror adjustments before you start your trip. And mirrors can only be checked accurately when the trailers are straight.